Hi then, welcome to the continuing adventures of Gloucester City. We cover this in the LLM diaries. It is episode 12, I think. I can't remember. And yes, we've done all the nitty gritty. We have gone in, we've tried to find players. We do not know how they stack up. So I've managed to get some players in. We managed to get quite a few players in to the club in the season before preseason. So we pull all this whole bunch of people on a free transfer. I made one mistake. This boy, Quad Wo Asamoah, he needed a work permit. I didn't even realize it. I thought he was, he's running around in England, and I thought, yeah, this guy's not bad, I'll pick him. And now I just realized he needs a work permit. Chances are he's not going to get a work permit. He's got no youth caps for Ghana, and I'll just have to pay his salary until I get rid of him. What a big mistake I made. But, he's even got a regional reputation. I don't even know how that's even possible, but I just got FM'd by myself. So these are the rest of the players that joined the club, and I'm hoping that with these players, Joe Hanks wants to stay. And Joe Hanks, well, I've tried to renegotiate his contract a few times. He hasn't come back and said, boss, I want to play. Let's see whether he wants to right now. Offer him a new contract. He still doesn't want to. He does not want to sign. And this is my biggest worry. I don't want to lose my best players. I've really gone out and tried to get as many players into the squad as possible to make this a more balanced outfit. And I have to say that one of the keys behind doing well in a lower league football is actually getting a really deep squad. The deeper your squad goes, the easier the chances are for you to actually survive and move up. So I like to thank all my patrons. You are the reason why we're doing Gloucester City. Had it not been for you, I would not have done this. So yes, this will tie up very nicely with a chapter I'll write for the book, which will be issued as an update, and it will be all about lower league management, but give me some time to write it all up. Originally my spend was about 8,003. Now the spend has dropped to about 7,566. One of the main reasons why this is happening is for existing players in the club who are all on a per week contract. Now when I'm renegotiating their contract, they're all going in now as backups. So I still have a deep squad, but they're not all backups, and they're all going to be only paid when they play for the club. So now they only be paid on an appearance fee basis, and I'm able to hold on to the depth in my squad without having to release some of these players. So one of the downsides of getting promoted is that you're going to have a situation where your players will become more ambitious. In our case, Joe Hanks became really ambitious. He wanted £800 per week, and I can't afford to pay him £800 per week. If I do, then he ends up being central to the team, and I can't get other players. My goal is to make sure that I have other players as well. So Joe Hanks has decided to leave the club. We have to bid Joe a fond adieu, and I will hope that I can find somebody in my team who can step up in his position. He did pretty well for us last season, averaging 7.14 ratings. He had 5 man of the man, 5 MOMs. I don't know whether he's gonna make it to another club. If he does, then good for him. If he doesn't, then too bad. Haha. I can only wish they just rots away and no other club gets him, because it really pissed me off. Okay, so the balancing act starts in preseason. Now finances, we're not looking very good. Overall balance 47,000. Profit and loss, we're not 11,000. We're not doing very well. We need to generate some revenue in preseason as well. So I'm going to get to that very soon. The other thing that I have to do is I have to make sure that I reduce this differential. This will be easy because there are two players that once they either leave or they switch their contracts, we will save money. Between them is 300 per week, so that should cover us and we should be fine. In terms of the other stuff, I have to start now looking at arranging a few more friendlies. We've got a few friendlies lined up, but we need to make some money. Alright, so here we have already arranged a friendly with Forest Green Rovers. They're going to give us £6,000 to play against them. And I will do the same with other clubs and pick clubs where I don't have to pay them a fee. Or if I do have to pay them a fee, I make even more money. So it won't be a lot, but at least there's some positive cash flow in for Gloucester. Alright, so we've signed the players. We've done everything we wanted to do. We've brought the players in. There's quite a number of players have joined the club. We've had some of the players have left. Of course, Joe Hanks didn't want to sign a new contract, so this bunch of players, they all left on the free. and we brought in basically a second team on a free. Well, a lot of them happen to be defenders, and that's another thing of preseason. You can't cherry pick. You're gonna have to pick the best players you can find on a free transfer. So I knew that I needed to improve a lot of areas of my team, but I couldn't get myself a whole set of new defenders, midfielders to replace Joe Hanks. So our preseason has been quite horrific. So we won the first game, but then I've been trying different things out. With Forest Green Rovers, I tried a 4-1, 4-1. That didn't really turn out very well. Then Brislington, I stuck with it. Now I went with a 4-1-3-2. That didn't work out very well. Then with Daventry, I was thinking, why don't I try a diamond or a 4-2-3-1? That was so. And then at Cheltenham, this was interesting because I used this. I used the 4-1-4-1. Then I saw them use this system, and I went, yeah, I have a lot of central defenders too. And this is kind of cool. So why don't I make one of these? And the second half, I actually went to a diamond instead. Me and my bright ideas. I went to a diamond because I have the players for it. Unfortunately, we managed to score a goal, but it wasn't good enough. And finally, against Bar City, that's when I decided, okay, why don't I try that system out? And well, it looked okay. We didn't do too badly. 53% possession. We managed to get a goal through Charlie Strutton, who's new. Unfortunately, he's now injured. So we have got one more friendly, and then I'll decide what kind of systems to use. The thing about your tactics is going to be this. I mean, you're going to be left depending on the players that you have in your squad. And right now, if I were to look at my team and see what kind of players I have, well, it's not fantastic. We've got quite a few players in who've got low teamwork as well, so this is a concern of mine. These are the best that I can find, and we managed to get a few more players in. Sean Williams, Lewis Hillard, Jake Hall will now probably get promoted to play, and Darren Mullins, Bradley Isaac, Charlie Stratton is now injured, Leon Lobujit. So all these players will get a chance. I'm even retraining people. Like this guy, he's going to be training to be a white midfielder. Yeah, I'm retraining him to be a white midfielder on the left. So I want him to start playing in that position for the long run, because I want to have some options later in the season, and I think that he has some of the qualities. Now that we've already brought our players in, we could do more with. So everything is we could do more with, and it's not very good. We have a leadership void. We lack quality decision making, quality of basically we're shy. So all right, so there's nothing else to say about our team. This is a typical team that ends up in my first season and I get promoted. I will have this kind of a team. So I have to do my best, and the best way I know how to do that is to actually deny other teams time and space to play their game. So my tactics are all going to be either, I haven't decided what I'm going to use. So yeah, I'm still in preseason, but I am actually partial to this because I have central defenders, I have backs, and I have options to replace. To change them over. So this area is my concern. I also have strikers, so I'm toying with this system. The other system I'm toying with is the diamond, but the diamond isn't something I really like to play because it's a one-dimensional system. In order for you to really get a lot of movement, you've got to take risks, and I'm not very confident about taking these risks. I rather play a 4-1-2-1 then, because in a 4-1-2-1 I can keep these guys at the back and bomb balls forward. So I'm going to really be playing matches where I have to break behind defensive lines. I don't expect to be able to camp. I cannot be expected to go into an opponent's half, park my ass there and unlock them. That's not going to happen, and I don't think we have the technical people to do that. In terms of our training, we're still on fitness, and my main focus is on teamwork. Very soon it'll be on match tactics, and we shall proceed and see what happens next. Well, do I sound like a person with very low confidence? Yeah, I have very little confidence in this side. I mean, I've had seasons where I've actually had good players come up, and this is probably the worst squad I've ever had to play in after getting promoted. This is really terrible, and I don't get this part of the game either. They say your capture of Watmo Asamoah, who the fans believe to be a very good signing, has been particularly pleasing. Excuse me, I can't get a work permit from him. So this is one purchase I definitely shouldn't have made. However, your decision to let Joe Hanks leave the club is regarded by the fans to be a poor piece of business. He wanted to leave. I couldn't afford him. Ask the chairman, man. Get the chairman to give me more money. It's not my fault. Dude, he wanted to go. So suck on it. So really, that's my mood in the first season. I really am that kind of person. I'm like, oh shit, here we go again. Okay. So, how does the first match of the season pan out? Well, you'll find out soon enough. So here we are, about to start our first game of the season. A quick reminder, the bot wants to remind me, of course, that I opened my big mouth and promised a mid-table finish. That was only so I could secure 7,000. That measly increase in my wage budget. Well, so far, we'll have to do our best in our first match, which is going to be Gloucester City. Thank goodness the first match is actually a home game. The thing about LLM football, Llama football, I'm just going to start calling it Llama. Llama football is this. You end up having, when you get promoted, the thing about Llama football or LLM football, I'm just going to call it Llama football, it's so easy, is this. When you get promoted, when you do these rapid promotions, you don't have a lot of choices sometimes in the players that you find, especially from the lower league. So here in the case of Gloucester City, I only managed to find these players, and only these players wanted to join my club. My best players wanted to leave, so I'm left with the best of the rest, and I have to come up with a system that suits them. And we actually have more central defenders in the team, so I am going to play to those strengths right now and play to that, and hopefully the system works. So we're going to be using something that looks more like a 5-2-3 or a 3-4-3, depends on how you want to look at it. We're depending on the 3 centre backs who are half decent and my 2 wing backs who are also half decent to carry the side in the defensive transitions. And I'm looking at Ryan and Hall in the middle to be workhorses and engines. And I've given them rather simple instructions. So he's been told to dribble less, close down more, and few risky passes. This guy as well, he's not going to be making a lot of risky passes. So dribble less, close down more, pass it shorter, few risky passes. Would this be ideal? I'm not sure. I'm going to see the first few minutes of the game and then make a determination on whether or not this was the right move, and we will change it as we go. Up front, the boys are going to be told to go do their normal close down much more. I'm going to tell them to close down much more and tackle harder. Just get in the face of the opposition. And for the wing backs, few risky passes, and I want them to dribble less. I don't want them to go mental down the flanks, because it's something that I'm a bit worried about. And I might instead also tell them to cross from deep instead of going to the byline. So we are going to ask them to, one guy is going to be told to cross from deep, and I'm going to leave the other one on mixed. So this could see us do diagonals as well. And in terms of the shouts, using very basic shouts here, normal with the offside, try pass into space and roam from positions. I will be going on I want to encourage width, so we'll go wide as well. Well, we don't need to look at the odds, eh? We are expected to be relegated 1,000 to 1 favourites for that. We're always going to be a favourite to be relegated, so that's going to be kind of cool. Alright, so they're lining up in a 4-4-2 against my interesting system. I hope it's interesting. I hope it gives them a headache. We're still not totally match fit. We are not professional. Apparently the board said we don't believe in you yet, so get us a couple of results, then we'll talk about you going professional. Alright, which is understandable. Okay, so we shall watch this game on comprehensive. Start of the season. And there we go. Hilliard with the ball. Plays it back to Odero. I'm looking at them and the way they're gonna have this team on Chelmsford. You can see number 15 and number 18. Number 15 rather, the left is pretty attacking. So I'm gonna have to look out for diagonal balls from this team. They're probably gonna be aimed for number 6. So here we go. Ryan, great interception to Hilliard. Hilliard to Alassani. That's a new play in our team. High right. Oh, nice passing. Hopper. Okay, it's all right. First shot of the day. It's well wide. The boys are just getting themselves accustomed. They've got their fans, and I don't think we have a lot of them here in the stadium today. I can barely hear a whisper. Reese goes wide. That's good blocking from Oketo. That's all I can ask for them right now. We have to try and block as many of these crosses as we can. Reese with the corner. Okay, they've done pretty well to defend that. So early season, I am always like thinking to myself, it's not going to be an easy day for us. Hilliard in the box. Come on, Hilliard. I'm just talking like it's not going to happen. And don't screw things up. Alassani, Thomas, crossing it. Okay, these boys are beginning to look a bit dangerous. That's not too bad. I'm playing to my strengths here. So the system has been set up to play to our strengths, which is basically the back line. We've got 5 reasonable players who can play that position, so they're all at the back. And up front, we'll just hopefully it works, because if it doesn't, the only concern of mine is being open to the break at the moment. And if these guys can't handle it, then I did my best, but my best wasn't good enough. He crosses it in. It's well over the top. And I also don't know who's my keeper today. We got Jasbir Singh. We also brought in a new keeper. His name is Evandro Rocciani. So he looks very foreign. Hilliard. Oh, Alsani missing the chance. That would have been a great chance, but yes. Okay, we're looking good. That's what I want. Deep crosses. I do not want crosses from the byline, because the crosses from the byline most likely can also come from the 2 forwards. But at the moment, these deep crosses are just going to keep pressure on the 4-4-2 system that they're using. Hall, Alassani to Hilliard. Hilliard backs off. Oketo out wide. What does he do? He plays it back to Ryan, to Hall. Hall back to Alassani. Nice. Thomas read that really well. Hall back to Hopper. Hopper looks for a shot. Alassani and Hopper lines it up. Okay, not bad. If we draw all the matches that we have to play this season, maybe we won't go down either. Yeah, okay, let's not look at the league table. There's no point. Let's see how many fans turned up. Hilliard, Odero, header. That did well. The boys are doing not too badly. I like the way we're starting. Ryan with a free kick. Oh, how do we now really miss Hanks, because we don't have any free kick specialists in our team. Fitzsimmons with the goal kick we have so many players there rushing for that. Oh no, Noble is through, shoots. Oh, this is not good. Moment of confusion at the back. There's nothing. I don't think there's anything I can do to adjust that. Oketo to Ryan to Hopper back to Hall. This is nice movement from Alsani, but he was offside. It was a bit too early, but that's what an advanced forward will do. Okay, I can take a bit more risk. Alright, so what I'm going to do, instead of increasing my risk appetite, I'm going to look and see which one of these guys has got better passing on him. So we're going to look at Perry Ryan. Passing of 10, decisions of 9. Okay, then we've got Hall. Passing of 10, decisions of 4. So guess who is going to be making the passes? Nope. You are now officially playing direct passing. And you're gonna not move in. Yeah, you need to move in the channels too. So I need you to find spaces. Hopefully the move into channels will also allow him to roam slightly. I don't want him to roam too much like a box-to-box midfielder. Odero, but the move into channels allows him to get in between tiers of players and defenders in the opposing side. Cotton out wide. Hilliard That was good. I like to see that. Hilliard is actually an AMC, so that's pretty good to see. Hilliard working like a workhorse. Hall, what a pass to Alassani. Alassani shoots. Fitzsimmons is forced into a save. Not bad. They're beginning to grow into this system. This is the first time we're using this system. I mean, in preseason we did. Wasn't that fantastic? Hopper in the box. Well defended. Okay, this is... Okay, we have Odero back there and Okito. No, Okito only. Sorry, my bad. Preston, new defender. I'm not too sure about him just yet. Okay, that was the boy that was that got caught out just now with the ball through the middle. Oh, Jeffers is true, but Okito, oh, he read that really well. Plays a nice pass to Alsani from the back. That's another thing I'm looking for my wing backs to do eventually. I want them to play these deep diagonals when we are, but that will only happen, that cannot happen when we are playing defensive and playing deep. So it has to be slightly higher defensive line and probably a higher risk profile. Ryan to Hall to Hilliard to Alassani. Alassani, can you score your debut goal, please? Hopper, Ryan again. Out wide, nice play from him. Oketo crossing it in. Alsani, nice move. I have to say they're looking a bit better now. Gloucester City 0, Chelmsford City 0. Gloucester having the lion's share of possession in this match and asking all the right questions. I sound like Martin Tyler. Just a joke. Okito, Ryan, back to Okito. Oh, Fitzsimmons gets to that. I'll have to edit that little asking all the right questions bit from the show. Fitzsimmons with a goal kick. Up it goes Damon. Oh, you beauty, Hopper. Okay, Hopper is screaming at me. I want to play more games because I have 4 strikers now. Okito. Hopper was he came covered for Berkeley last season pretty well. Ryan wins the ball. Perry Ryan. That was a good move to put him in the team. Okito. Oh, he beats one player. Hopper in the box, shoots. The goal. He hits the upright, he bounces off the keeper, but doesn't go into the goal. Oh, this is good stuff. Okito now with the throw. Odero. Odero is having a bit of a problem there. Hall again with the ball. Hall is my only question mark with this team. Thomas into space. He is going to have a chance to cross. Blocked by a defender. Here we go with another corner. Ryan. In the air, the boys go. Hopper will pick this up. Back to Hall. Hall shoots, another save. So now we can happily go to extended. I've seen enough of this match. It was the longest comprehensive highlights I've seen. Because this is the first time I made this tactic. I've never made this tactic before. That wasn't too bad. First time I made this tactic, we're looking okay. I would just tell them that they can come out and win this match. Hopefully. Oh, Thomas read that so well. Intercepted that ball. Damon now. Hall. Back to Ryan. Ryan to Alassani to Hilliard. Hilliard looks for support. He sees that, but he's brought down by Josh Reese. Okay. Hilliard will take this free kick. We don't have anyone else. Hilliard into the box it goes. No one there to hit it. Odero will read that. Picks it up. Gets it to Ryan. Ryan to Hall. Hall back to Hilliard. Hilliard in the box. Hilliard shoots. Fitzsimmons saves. Oh, this is good stuff from Gloucester City. Ryan with the corner. Takes it. Wilmot. Wow. Hall. They have a Wilmot in the team. Damon clears the danger. They have a Wilmot. Wasn't that Mark Wilmots? Yes, that was the Dutch player. Yeah, Chelmsford haven't come out. They only have 1 shot on target, so we can't be too complacent here. Preston. Deep ball. Finds Ryan. And Alassani is through. This is some of the football I want to see. Shoots. What a save from the keeper. The keeper is keeping them in this game. Ryan again. Okito crossing it in early. Fitzsimmons picks that up. Oh, this is not bad. This is not bad. Oh no, Wilmot. Thank you. Don't score. It would be a travesty if they scored now. Yeah, we have total injustice if they scored now. Reece Alsani is at 6.4. Lewis Hillard is at 6.5. They're not playing well, but that's okay. Okito crossing it in. Alsani scores. Yes, finally. The boys have taken the lead. Alsani has scored on his debut. Okito, as usual, coming in for the assist. It was just a matter of time. Thank you very much, boys. That was a good move. It was actually off a free kick. Amazingly, this wasn't planned, so I shouldn't get too excited because we didn't score from open play. Right, but we've tested the keeper on a few occasions, but now what will be interesting is how we do against an attacking 4-4-2. I don't know yet. We'll have to see whether our two central midfielders are put under a lot of pressure. Hall plays it to Alessani. Alessani now works the magic on the right flank, opens half spaces up nicely for Hilliard. Hilliard does the same, back to Hall. If Hall can do an early pass or upper, be good. Hilliard in the box shoots. He's such a softie. Not bad. 17 minutes in. Okay, it's early game, early season, so we have to start thinking about subbing early as well. All right, Lewis Hillard will give way now to Bradley Isaacs. He's played well, but not impressed by his performance, but I'm impressed with his work rate. So we'll give young Bradley Isaacs a chance. Give him a couple of minutes. Fitzsimmons is under pressure? I don't believe it. Isaacs first times it. That would have been a brilliant assist. 10 minutes to go. Gloucester City starting out the season looking decent. Hopper to Hall. Hall lines up a shot, can't make it. Damon runs all the way back, turns around, finds the new recruit Preston Alessani. Back to Hopper. Hopper can't do much. Right. Chelmsford have actually stepped up. 13 shots on target for Gloucester City. This is an incredible number of shots on target. Corner, Preston read that really well, and side netting. If that had gone in, I would have smashed my monitor. I wouldn't have accepted it. I would have been like, what the fuck is going on? Excuse the language, but I don't think you guys heard it. Randall with the ball. Come on, boys. There's got to be a way to close them down. Walton shoots from outside the range. Jasper Singh saves the day again. This is not good. Alright, so what do? We do not want to give up possession. We want to have the first win of the season. We will retain possession, stop roaming, we'll push higher up now, and we will play with a bit more appetite up front. Okay, corner. A lot of defenders in the box. Leyland rushing out. Reese again. Just Piercing picks that up. Okay, we push our defensive line up as well. I don't want them so close to my goal. It's making me nervous. Oi, Reese, what a move. He goes right past one of my players as if he wasn't there. Thomas does well. There's still time on the clock for them to make a... Oh no, my mouth is in my... I can't take this. This is too much stress. Come on, boys. Yeah, you gotta hold on. You've got 2 more minutes. This is unceasing pressure from Chelmsford. They're just coming out to play. Thomas, if this is what the league is going to be like, I'm in a lot of trouble. Damon, Hopper, they're trying to clear the ball, but they can't. Hall does so well. He finally gets pressure off the defense. Ryan, what a ball for Alessani. Alessani is there. He shoots and it's over. It's over. We could have scored a brilliant goal off the counter. All right, here we go. Goal kick, Fitzsimmons. There's Ryan, does well. Isaacs, what movement from the boys. Oh, we could have had another one. I'm beginning to like the way these boys are connecting. They are doing the one-touch passing and getting into the box. Thomas is on SCB Mensah's back. Webb, not the same Webb. Damon reads that well. Hopper again with the ball. Hopper plays it into space for Alassani to chase. Leyland plays it back to Fitzsimmons. This is going to be a nice end to the game. Ryan, Odero, Rees now. He's looking up. He wants to find his forward to break into the lines. Wilmot, can he cross? No, he can't. Cotton with a deep cross, but there's no one there. Just Buesing holds on to the ball. For a moment, he had me. That's the final whistle. Gloucester City have won the opening match of the season. Thank you very much. I am happy. I am so happy. A good win, boys. Well done. Let's look at the match stats. This will be interesting. 13 shots on target, 20 for a system they've only played once in preseason. Okay. I actually built this basis to fit the side because this is where our strengths were. We have more defenders than anything else. And as you can see, we actually completed 20% of our crosses, which isn't that bad. I'm pretty impressed with that. Passing from defense, I like to see this number to be quite reasonably high. With my Torino side, it can be very high. It just indicates that your pass completion rate from your defenders to your defense transition to your midfield transition. You want this, if this is good, a good number means your defense to midfield transitions are working. In midfield, the midfield passes in midfield are pretty good. You can see that they struggled with their transitions from defense to midfield. But the attacking passes were dangerous. So one of the reasons why I was in trouble just now. And if you're looking at the teams, now I want to look at the average positions with the ball for Gloucester City. This is what we actually look like. I think there is a way for me to remove substitutes. Yeah, starting 11. So this is my starting 11. This is what we look like, which is quite cool because this is what I want. This is the shape I was going for when I'm attacking, which is plenty of support, close support for these guys up front. And then when we're without the ball, the boys drop back into the shape, which is basically like a 5 here and one row of 5. Okay, all right. So now with the ball and my passes, then I'm looking at my pass combinations. I kind of expected this. Yeah, I kind of expected this long passes. At least the keeper is managing to get to the defenders, and I can see that there is a Dan Preston. You can see my defense pass combinations aren't fantastic because Dan Preston has to find Kieran Thomas. And Kieran, once the ball gets to the hands of the fullbacks, that's when the fun really starts. So I have to make sure that these guys all can at least, maybe I'll have to give them training, focused training on passing as well. This should help them a lot. Well, it's been pretty interesting. Our first game of the season, not too bad. I'm very happy with how we've done and happy with our performances. So Gloucester City are off to a pretty decent start. Well, I think that we still could do with some tightening up. We may have had a good result, but as you can see, the isolation of my 3 centre backs gives me some concern. The roam from position also gives me some concern because if I do this again against a better team, then we could actually ship a lot of goals, and I'm very concerned with our defensive third. So there may be some tightening up that needs to be done in the next few matches. Well, I'd like to thank all my patrons for continuing to support this channel. As you know, I have a book called Busternet, the Football Manager's Guide, that is available to anybody who donates to the channel. Please visit www.patron.com/Busternet for more information. If you have any questions, you can always drop me a note at Busternet. That's my Twitter handle, or look me up at addicted2fm.com, my website. So for now, you guys take care. I'll catch up again with you soon. Bye-bye.